Hey, it's Ray, sober without God, and I want to talk today about sadness and alcohol. And I don't have a script, and I don't have any notes today. I wanted to record because I'm just really sad right now, and I've been going through some things recently, um, at home and at work, and just in life in general. But I'm sad, and it's uh, it's okay to be sad. Um, and I've been working on myself lately. I've been working on the last videos I shared were about shame and how I realized that, I'm enough. And that was a good breakthrough for me. But anytime you're working through something, it has a profound impact on you. And I shared my ideas about shame in one of the groups that I'm in and helped a few people, but really helped me, which was a big step. Going through some things with home life, going through some things. A friend of mine, just one of my best friends in the whole world, found out he has some late stage cancer, and that's been really difficult. Visiting with him and talking about terminal illness, even harder for him, obviously. But something about him, he's just so optimistic, and he always has been. Me talking about sadness is kind of ironic because for him, he's he's one of those people that never seems like they're sad, and he's always honest with me, and he has moments of doubt, but he's never sad uh, toward me. But he's honest, and he's honest about his fears and about death. And I've had urges lately. I'll be honest. 2 years out of drinking, and I've had more urges probably in the last, I'd say, 3 months with all the things I've been dealing with than I've had in the last year, um, sober. And that's been very difficult for me. I think that's been a bit of a stressor for me. I haven't acted on any of them. I haven't gotten close to acting on any of them, and I've reported all of them to my group. But it's been a mildly distressing. But with stress and sadness come. I heard one of the coaches on the Reframe app said when you get stressed or when things get hard or you get the four parts of the acronym HALT: hungry, angry, lonely, tired. When you get hungry, angry, lonely, tired, or sad, which is part of being what I am right now, lonely and tired, you want to go back to something that comforts you, and that trigger hits, and you're like, oh yeah, all those years that you drank, alcohol was a comfort to you when it really wasn't. And while have had moments of sadness while dealing with some of the anxiety and the stress that I've been dealing with over the last few months, I've had urges that arise and fall. I am proud of the fact that I'm still here and I'm still sober. So that's a positive note, but sadness can be such a trigger. And it was for me working through depression when I did drink. And when I was depressed, I would drink more. And I know a lot of people talk about COVID, especially in rehab groups, especially in the medical community as well. Um, People who were out of work or out of job, or people who were just going through it because society was shut down. COVID was really hard on a lot of people, and the place people turned to was alcohol. Liquor stores stayed open, and alcohol never judges you. It never says a word to you. It's just always available. And it's always there. And I know my drinking got worse during COVID, and a lot of people's did. And it was a way that you could cope with depression or anxiety or sadness or stress or guilt or shame or any number of things. And we're still seeing a societal fallout from a lot of COVID drinking. But there's help available. Reframe app is one place to turn, and there's a lot of other secular sources you can go to. But if you need help, just get help. Talk to your family physician, talk to any outreach group, just talk to somebody. But the most important thing I've learned from getting sober is you cannot do it by yourself. You cannot white knuckle your way through it. And tonight when I got sad, Um, I called my friend Phil, and he was busy, and then I reached out to someone else, and they were busy, and then I reached out to someone else, and they were busy, and so I got on here and decided to record and talk to myself. But I knew it would end up getting to other people. But I've got some other people I need to call too. But you can't do it alone. You have to have a community, and you have to have people around you who know you're trying to get sober and who know you're trying. Because if you were in a pit, if you were in a 20-foot pit and you had just fallen in and you could not crawl out by yourself, you would have to have assistance. It's just like if you were medically ill, like my friend, and if you were dying of cancer, what would you do? Well, you would go to the doctor. If you were sick during COVID and you had COVID, what would you do? You would go seek assistance. And it's just like having alcohol use disorder. If you're sick, you need to admit to yourself, I have an issue and I need help. I need to reach out to someone. And it's the same with depression or anxiety or anything else. You have to say, I know I have an issue that I need help with, and I cannot do this alone. And I'm just telling you, we can't do anything in this world by ourselves. We've got to have a support staff and a support system. But I do want to say I'm dang proud of myself for staying sober through some of these bouts of sadness. And if you are sad and you need help and you need to reach out to somebody, I'm here. There's all kinds of people who are out there and ready and willing and available to listen. And if you're alcohol dependent, please seek out and reach out for some help. But you can do it, and you can fight that battle, but you'll need some help by your side. But you definitely are not alone. I'll see you next time.